Welcome to History Podcast Audio, where the stories of the past come alive.
The history of Iran. From ancient Persia to the modern Islamic Republic, Iran, historically known to the world as Persia, is home to one of the oldest civilizations in human history. The history of this land stretches back more than 5,000 years, filled with powerful empires, dramatic conquests, religious transformations, and major political upheavals. Over thousands of years, Iran has played a central role in shaping the history of the Middle East and the wider world. The era of ancient civilizations. The earliest traces of civilization on the Iranian plateau date back to around the 5th millennium BCE. One of the earliest cultures to emerge in the region was the Elamite civilization, which flourished in southwestern Iran. The Elamites built major cities such as Susa and developed their own writing system. Over time, various tribes and kingdoms occupied the Iranian plateau. By the 7th century BCE, the Medes, an Iranian people, managed to unite many tribes and establish one of the first organized states in the region. This period marked the early foundation of what would later become the Iranian nation. The Achaemenid Empire, the Golden Age of Persia. In the 6th century BCE, one of the most influential figures in Persian history emerged, Cyrus the Great. He overthrew the Median rulers and founded the Achaemenid Empire, the first great Persian empire. Under Cyrus and his successors, the empire expanded rapidly. At its peak, it stretched from Egypt and Anatolia in the west to parts of India in the east, making it one of the largest empires the ancient world had ever seen. Kings, such as Darius the First and Xerxes, I strengthened the empire by creating an efficient administrative system, building roads, and constructing monumental cities such as Persepolis, which served as a ceremonial capital. The Achaemenid Empire became famous for its policy of cultural and religious tolerance, allowing many different peoples within the empire to keep their traditions and beliefs. This approach helped maintain stability across a vast and diverse territory. However, in 330 BCE, the empire fell after being conquered by Alexander the Great of Macedonia. His conquest marked the end of the first great Persian imperial era, the Hellenistic, Parthian, and Sasanian periods. After Alexander's death, Persia came under the control of the Seleucid Empire, a Hellenistic kingdom founded by one of Alexander's generals. Greek culture influenced many aspects of life during this period. However, Seleucid control weakened over time. Around 247 BCE, the Parthians, another Iranian people, rose in rebellion and established the Parthian Empire. The Parthians became powerful rivals of the Roman Empire and controlled important sections of the Silk Road, a key trade network connecting east and west. In 224 CE, the Sasanian Empire replaced the Parthians and revived Persian imperial power. The Sasanian period is often considered one of the most brilliant eras of Persian civilization. Art, architecture, philosophy, and science flourished during this time. The dominant religion of the Sasanian state was Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest monotheistic religions. However, by the 7th century, the Sasanian Empire had been weakened by long wars with the Byzantine Empire and internal political instability. These weaknesses set the stage for a major transformation in the region. The Arab conquest and the spread of Islam. Between 633 and 654 CE, Arab Muslim armies conquered Persia, leading to the collapse of the Sasanian Empire. This event marked a turning point in Iranian history. Following the conquest, Islam gradually replaced Zoroastrianism as the dominant religion of the region. Persia became part of the expanding Islamic caliphates, including the Umayyad and Abbasid dynasties. Despite strong Arab influence, Persian culture did not disappear. Instead, Persian language, literature, and intellectual traditions flourished within the Islamic world. Many famous Persian scholars and poets emerged during this period, including Avicenna, Ibn Sina, Omar Khayyam, and Ferdowsi, whose epic poem Shahnameh preserved the ancient legends and history of Persia. Medieval Persian dynasties. As the power of the Islamic caliphates weakened, various local dynasties rose to prominence in Iran. Among them, the Safavid dynasty, 1501–1736, was one of the most significant. The Safavids established Shia Islam as the official religion of Iran, a decision that would shape the country's identity for centuries to come and distinguish it from many of its Sunni Muslim neighbors. Under the Safavid rulers, Iran experienced a cultural and economic renaissance. the city of Isfahan became one of the most magnificent capitals in the Islamic world, known for its grand mosques, bridges, and architectural beauty. After the Safavid dynasty declined, Iran entered a period of instability under several short-lived dynasties, including the Afsharid and Zand rulers. The Qajar era and foreign pressure. By the late 18th century, the Qajar dynasty came to power in Iran. However, this period was marked by increasing pressure from European powers, particularly Russia and Britain. Iran became a key battleground in the geopolitical rivalry known as the Great Game, in which these powers competed for influence in Central Asia and the Middle East. During this time, Iran lost significant territories and was forced to grant economic concessions to foreign powers. These developments caused widespread dissatisfaction among the population. This growing frustration eventually led to the Constitutional Revolution of 1905-1911, which aimed to limit the absolute power of the monarchy and establish a parliamentary system. The Pahlavi dynasty and modernization. In 1925, a military officer named Reza Shah Pahlavi seized power and founded the Pahlavi dynasty. Reza Shah initiated a series of reforms designed to modernize Iran. He built railways, expanded education, strengthened the central government, and attempted to reduce the influence of religious authorities in politics. After World War II, his son Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi became the ruler. Under his leadership, Iran experienced rapid industrial and economic growth, largely fueled by oil revenues. However, modernization also brought serious challenges. Many Iranians criticized the government for corruption, political repression, and increasing dependence on the United States. These tensions gradually built toward a revolutionary moment. The Islamic Revolution of 1979. In 1979, a massive revolutionary movement overthrew the Pahlavi monarchy. The spiritual leader of the revolution was Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, a prominent Shia cleric. Following the revolution, Iran was transformed into the Islamic Republic of Iran, a political system combining republican institutions with religious authority. In this new system, the supreme leader holds the highest political and religious power in the country. The revolution dramatically reshaped Iran's domestic policies and its relationship with the Western world. Iran in the modern era. After the revolution, Iran faced numerous challenges. From 1980 to 1988, the country fought a devastating conflict known as the Iran-Iraq War, one of the longest and bloodiest wars in modern Middle Eastern history. In the decades that followed, Iran experienced economic difficulties, international sanctions, and ongoing disputes regarding its nuclear program. At the same time, Iran has maintained significant regional influence through alliances and political involvement across the Middle East. In recent years, the country has also seen waves of protests and debates about political reform and the future direction of the nation. Conclusion. The history of Iran is a story of rise, fall, and transformation across thousands of years. From the powerful empires of Achaemenid and Sasanian Persia to the Islamic Revolution of 1979 and the complexities of modern geopolitics, Iran has remained a central player in regional and global history. Today, Iran stands as a country with a deep cultural heritage, a complex political system, and a strategic position in the Middle East. Understanding Iran's past helps us better understand not only the nation itself, but also the broader history of the region and the world.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from history.